What's going on, guys? It's Mike for Sim Racing 604, and welcome back to Assetto Corsa Competizione. One of the cool things about the latest builds of ACC is that they've re-enabled the special events and pace rating. It was bugged for a while, but now it's back. And Event 75 is awesome. I tried it out. It was so good. I didn't do that well because I had a bad strategy call, but I wanted to do another one and share it with you guys because I really think it's as good as sim racing gets, give or take. I know a lot of iRacing people will disagree with that, but as far as just a solo lapping session, I don't think you can do much better than this, and I will explain why shortly. So we're here at Catalunya on board the Porsche Cup car, and as you can see, the track is very wet. As you can probably also see, the sky is clear, so what do you think is going to happen to this track? It's going to dry out probably in about 10-ish minutes. And then I will have to move to the slick tires. And that's exactly what I didn't do. I said I had a bad strategy. The first time I did this hot stint, and that's exactly what I did. I decided that I would try just riding it out on the wets with a dry track. But wet tires on a dry track is kind of a disaster. They went bright red. Just couldn't really have gone worse. So this time, I'm going to try pitting at a reasonable time. You could kind of see the motion in the car there. Hopefully you can see that. There's no traction control on board this Porsche Cup car, so as you can imagine in the wet, that makes it really tricky. And I don't know the course that well either, so things are really stacked up against me here. But hoping for somewhere in the 1 minute 58 second range here in this Porsche Cup car. Whoa! In the wet, and then hopefully getting it down to like a 153-ish once the track dries out and I have slick tires. Best case. Alright, so mid 157s, that's actually pretty good lap time for me. And the thing you gotta worry about here with no traction control and wet curbs, well, is the curbs. I didn't say that right, but the curbs really can be menacing. They're fine to drive over unless you're accelerating or decelerating really hard and turning. It really only allows you to do one thing on the curbs at a time. And yes, I found that out through trial and error. Many a thrown away lap. And I'm actually down on the last lap. As the track dries, it should be getting a little bit faster on these wets to a certain point. So I'm not sure why I'm losing here. A little bit better through that corner. Dead even with my previous. There we go. Up a fair bit now. Come on, Mike. Get her around there. And this is the chicane. If you guys watched Chris Hayes' video on the worst corners in sim racing, it was that chicane I just went through. That was on the list. I don't think it's terrible, but I also don't think it's great. 157. Long right-hander here. And this corner actually was where I was dying when I decided to ride out those wet tires too long in the last session. The rears got hot first, so it was really hard to get along around that long right-hander. And besides that last chicane, I think this chicane that I'm coming into right now is really, really difficult. The uphill aspect of it kind of throws it off camber, gets really tricky. So having a decent session so far. Of course, these hot stints, the name of the game is consistency over just raw one-lap speed. Although some people at the top are able to sustain like insane single-lap speed over many, many laps. Whoa. Catalunya drift there. Alright, so we're still getting PBs, so that's pretty good. Down into the 156s. About 6 minutes gone from this session. You can really see things drying out. You see those puddles disappearing. As I say that, a bunch of puddles just came into focus, but that's fine. And down a lot versus my previous best. It's okay though. As long as it's not egregiously down, as long as I don't spin, then I usually continue. Again, hot stint. It's more about consistency than single lap pace. So should be getting the call reasonably soon to move to those slick tires. And that's when things get really fun. So not a PB. About 0.1 seconds off, 0.2 seconds, something like that. And yeah, definitely feeling faster now. Track is really, really drying out nicely. And yeah, it just feels like the sim is so alive. It's a dynamic experience. It's not just racing in static conditions, trying to push yourself for hundredths of a second. It's a real challenge based on the car track setup and the weather, but also the fact that the conditions are dynamic really sets things off, and the conditions are so nicely done that I just can't help but love this. Highly, highly recommend you give this a try. And having a pretty good lap here. And I messed up those shifts badly. Whoops. Hold on to it. There we go. Going to be up about a second on my previous best. 155.6. Not a bad lap. Just about a third done here. 20 minutes to go. You can see those rear tires starting to heat up. They're going yellow. See if I can get my pit set up. Looks like I'm set up for the dry tires. That's perfect. And while I'm fiddling with that, I'm actually dropping lap time. It's not a good thing. Oh, no, no, no. Woo. Just about lost it. This is a really dangerous point because you're feeling confident. The track feels pretty much dry, pretty much right at the upper limit of the, or the outside limit, I should say, of the wet tires traction. So it's kind of there until it's not. And you get kind of overconfident. Ugh, like that. Alright, definitely gotta go in here. This is getting worse. Okay, safely into the pits here, Mike. Alright. Dry tires, yes. Not suspension or bodywork. There we go. Okay, should be good to go here. And then again, once we get these dry tires on, we should be setting far, far better laps. So currently the best, I think, was a 155. Hoping to get that down into the 153 range. Alright, 4 green tires. I hope that changes to dry. There we go.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs.
Alright. Sorry, I don't know how to get the standings back, so just have to bear with the electronics view. Tire's ice cold right now. And a extremely late apex. Come on, tires, heat up. Of course, they take a little bit longer to heat up with the track. Still sort of damp. But yeah, I absolutely love this session. For me, I don't think sim racing gets much better than this. Well, it would be a little bit better if I could get heat in those tires. How about that? Alright, so here we go. First time lap on these dry tires. Still no heat in them, but that's okay. I believe cold slicks would be better than hot wet tires. Oh boy. These slicks, they feel like a cheat code coming off of those wet tires. And no timing delta here, so no idea how I'm doing on this lap. Feels decently fast. Couple more quarters to go. I would say, if I'm not mistaken, then I'm going to be up about 3 or 4 seconds, putting me down into the 152s. Nope, not even close. Wow. Way, way off there. 154. So until I can get those tires hot, that pit stop really wasn't worth it. So this whole video may be for naught if I can't improve. Currently sitting at number 162 in the world. And a 68 pace rating. I don't know if I can improve that here. Although the dry line is becoming visible. And this lap so far a little bit faster than the previous. But it's going to all come down to that tire temp. Well, that did not go well. I'm bummed that I pitted too early. That was the whole point of this video. But I just can't get those front tires to heat up. So let this be a cautionary tale. Don't pit right away on this hot stint. Come on. Alright, where are we at? Still in the mid 154s. Carrying too much fuel too. Started with 41 liters if I'm not mistaken. So if you do this, 30 should be more than enough. Just under 11 minutes to go here. At this point, I know I can do better. but I do want to finish this session. Track is now completely dry. And at long last, I have front tire temp. And I'm starting to see the lap time fall as a result. That's great. One of those times it's so intense I couldn't talk. There we go. 2 seconds up on the previous. Mid 152s. Hopefully that trend continues with 9 minutes to go. Car is feeling lightning fast and remarkably in control, considering I don't usually like this Porsche Cup car very much, by dint of it having no traction control. But coming off that wet session, feels like it's glued to the track right now. And just as I say that, nearly bin it. So not a good second sector here. And moved away from the wets to try and control tire temp, but rear left, as you can see, heating up pretty well. So that's not good. Another mid 152 there. Roughly 4 laps to go. I'm hoping that I can find a way to control that temperature at the rear left. That was the whole point, to be going to slicks, was so that my tires don't overheat. But I'm not liking that heating up trend. A little bit cleaner through there, not tremendous though. Time's still falling. Oh boy. Should be a PB here. Although that time... Okay, there we go. So, 151. Pretty happy with that, all things considered. Nearing the 5-minute to go mark.
Alright, mate. 5 minutes to go. Good job. Give it all you can.
So that should translate to, well, it's going to be close. 3 more laps, I guess. Whoa. Overall feeling reasonably grippy here, but just about caught me out. And again. So going to be down about 0.4 seconds here by the time we cross the start finish. So obviously not a great trend, but in a hot stint session, 0.4 seconds. Not really going to make or break at my skill level. Nine laps in here. 9 laps completed, I should say. Whoops. No, that's not true. 9 laps of fuel left. Been driving so long, I'm delirious. Alright, 2 minutes to go. So I think this might actually end up being the second to last lap here. Whoa. Boy, I would love it if I could get to that start-finish line in 10 seconds. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh! I don't think that's going to do it. Oh, wait. No, I should be okay. Because I'm under 2 minutes. As long as I don't spin out here, should be comfortably under 2 minutes for this lap. So we'll get one more after this. Again, might be delirious. It's 5:30 in the morning here. My coffee is just out of shot. But if you could see it, it would be full. Alright, things really not going my way here on this lap, but again, just want to cross that start-finish line with any time left on the clock. It's looking doable. 2 corners to go here. Alright, down to the wire, but I did get it. So this will be the final lap. My forearms and my hands are just sore, so sore from gripping the wheel so hard. I try to tell myself to relax. Obviously that tension isn't good for speed. But fairly tense moments here in this traction control free car. But an absolute blast. What a tremendous idea this is. Special event 75. Give it a go if you can. So what we're going to do here is cross the finish line, and then I'll back out and see where I landed. Was number 162 coming into this race. See if I can improve on that. Should be. Alright. One more corner to go here.
Session is now.
Alright. Cool. So let's see what that did for my pace rating. So again, I was number 162 with a 68 pace rating. And now I am a 75. I was hoping for mid-70s. That's pretty cool. So I went from 162 to number 107. Not bad. Not bad. All right, thank you guys for being here. That's an absolute blast. I highly, highly recommend special event number 75 in ACC. That was so much fun. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.